All right, so the last conference of the decentralization ever, right?
Yes.
So we all want decentralization. This has been relatively clear the last this day, and so yeah, let's talk about decentralization. So this is you right now, and this will be you after this conference, obviously.
Who are you?
I'm sure.
Who are you?
Do I? I mean, do I have to present? No, it's like, no. It's just I'm here to present an object and not really myself.
Okay.
If you don't mind. So everyone wants a server. There is a problem with technical. I mean, there are technical issues in getting servers to everyone. Is literally like the technical part. It's really hard. So we need something for everyone to use. We need something that is also like, oh no, that's not the right thing. So we need something. Yeah, we need something that is able to be used by anyone, and that's a very tough point to address. And we also quite want, when we have servers at home, we also quite want neutral networks. So that's why this slide, but it's just because it's Switzerland. So we also need a server to be hackable, because we don't want to, I mean, as developers, we don't want to close with interfaces, like we don't want to close users into some interfaces that they won't be able to hack and modify and extend. We need to document a lot of things, and we need a good community support as well. So in this, to address this issue, we, with the YNOS development team and the FDN Federation, we've created the Internet Cube. So this thing, and it's actually a server that you plug at home. So it has like one Ethernet port that you plug. So on your current router, you plug it to a power source that can be a battery as well, and then it runs a server at your place. It's supposed to be user friendly as well. We'll see how it goes, and it hosts. So yeah, basically, it's if you've been there for the YNOS part, since it's YNOS running on it, you can host like pretty much everything: your emails, your files, instant messaging, websites, blogs, forums. It enables you to synchronize your calendars, contacts, even like code repositories, I mean, etc., etc. And you can plug it everywhere. So at home it works. It should be working on any kind of network, actually. And it broadcasts a neutral network from your neutral internet supply provider, service provider. So how does it work? A bit more technical part. So basically, it runs you plug it, and you have you plug it, and you just have like YNOS popping out on a domain name that you've been choosing. And it's magical, obviously. So it works with tubes. So it works with a VPN, actually. That is starting automatically on the device. So that's why this cat is getting out of a tube, because it's basically how you get out of private networks at home and stuff. It means you cannot really ask everyone to open ports on a router that is often very hard to manipulate and to configure. So we're using VPN to get out and to put an IP and a domain name on the box itself. And so, yeah, VPN. And this is also why we are broadcasting. It broadcasts as well with the Wi-Fi antenna. It broadcasts the neutral network because the VPN connects automatically to to another ISP that is local and friendly. So it bypasses your local ISP and it bypasses your commercial ISP and gets to some ISP that you can trust, who is providing you with the VPN connection. So why is this a good idea to actually get a server plus a local ISP? It's because you want to have your data at home, and you also want to avoid being shackled by your ISP. You also want to be able to, to trust your network provider. So that's why the Internet Cube is interesting, is because it gives you free and neutral network. It gives you neutral networks and an open hardware server that is running with free softwares at home with your data in a place you control. So yeah, that's about it. I don't remember my slides there. Oh yeah, how to get it. So in order to get Internet Cube, you need to ask one of your local internet service provider, and they are located. Not all of them are actually providing Internet Cubes, but this is a map of like friendly internet service providers that you may ask, like, if they can provide you with those boxes. And the reason why you need to ask a provider is because it's a self-configured thing. So the provider will configure it for you, and then you will just have to plug it at home, and then it runs automatically. But if you want, since all the components are free and open source, you can build it by yourself. Yeah, this is just like latest news. So yeah, you can also build it by yourself. The only thing is, we wanted to achieve the point where the user just needs to plug it and then it works. So that's why we are dealing with local organizations that are providing you with this. But of course, so it's an all-MX hardware board. It runs YunoHost host on it. So if you know how to install a Debian YunoHost host on a hardware like this, you might as well get yourself one just by buying it directly on their websites. So that's about it, actually. So those are all the links you might want to see. So dbffdn was the map. This map is something you can find on db.ffdn.org, and it's the map with all the local organizations are distributing that might distribute the Internet Cube. Of course, I forgot to say that La Brique Internet is the French name of the Internet Cube. So you can get a lot of references of La Brique Internet, which is exactly the same thing. YunoHost.org, of course. This is the bug tracker that you want if you want to report a bug on how it works. It has a part for like the things specific to the Internet Cube. You have all the way we are generating images for the board and everything is located on GitHub as well. There is a mailing list and an IRC channel as well. And I think that's about it. Yes. Do you have some questions? Thank you. It's been very clear. Yes?
So basically, when I'm doing things like email and so on through the box,
yeah.
Whom should I trust more? The box or the ISP, which is basically from whom I got the box, or how is that trust relation working?
The ISP was, sorry?
Should I trust the ISP the most, or the box, or software on the box?
Repeat the question.
Yeah. So should one trust the ISP or more than the box itself, or who should we trust? Well, it depends on your ISP. Like if it's like we are working exclusively with like non-profit organizations. I mean, ISPs are like associations. So it's like those are persons that you can trust. But the email server is running literally like on this. So now, how trustable is it? It's just like it's a free software made by volunteers, and we try to like ensure that the security is always like upstream related, like always on top. So it's your call, but it's free software, comes as it is. Yes.
Maybe related to that, you said this box comes pre-configured from the ESP. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I have access to the configuration?
Yes.
Can I see what exactly did they?
Yeah. So can one see the configurations made on the box by the ISP? Yes. Everything's configured like the standard way host is configuring. So it's really like the exact same thing, and everything's available on the host GitHub. And like all the configurations, templates and stuff, they are all located there.
Is there a version where we wouldn't use a VPN to an ISP, but have Tor instead?
So is there a version with Tor instead of the VPN? There is not, but you can hack it to install like, yeah, you can do it by yourself, but there is no pre-configured Tor thing. You mean, is it planned to? Sorry.
The question is it planned?
Oh yeah, is it planned? So is it planned to have an automated Tor, also Tor services running on this? I remember someone having done a Tor application on the for host, so you can install on this, for example. So that would host like Onion services, but yeah, I'm not sure if this application is still very maintained. So yeah, no, it has to be done manually, and it's not planned for us to do so. Yeah, it has a lot of other concerns as well. So yeah, it's not planned yet. Yes.
Can I plug an external disk to extend the storage?
So can one plug an external hard drive? Yes, you can plug like in SATA. You can plug a SATA standard hard drive on it, and yep, and it's there is no interface that just boots on the SATA disk instead of the SD card, which is the one containing the system by default. But it's pretty much, I mean, it's fairly easy to do so, and yeah. Oh, sorry.
How do I choose where I happen to be right on the internet? There is a VPN between me and somewhere. Where do I choose where this somewhere is?
Yeah, so where can one choose where the VPN is getting out on the internet? So it's related to your friendly ISP that you will get to. So one of those guys on the map. I mean, one of those points on the map. So there are ISPs, organizations, they own servers somewhere. For example, in Nutrinet, which is like the local Belgian ISP, we own a server in the Netherlands. So we will assign you an IP, and you will get out on the Netherlands.
Let's say I'm very close to the French border, and for me it would make more sense to exit through France and not the Netherlands.
Then you will have to find another ISP to get out from another point.
And I can set it up. I can choose.
Yeah, you can choose, and you can change the configuration of the VPN quite easily. Yes.
Not quite sure if I meet the point. I'm interested about the hardware in it.
Yes.
And there was a talk about the RISC-V, setup, and there are already existing demo ports. So
would you be interested in putting a RISC-V system in it? It's
A RISC-V?
RISC-V open hardware board.
I have no clue what it is, but
It's
must have been.
it's an open hardware, open source chip. So it's
Okay.
It's open down to chip level. This is
Okay, down to chip level. Okay, so like a yeah. So is it would it be compatible with chip 5 hardware, or is it?
we can focus
oh.
for future.
Okay, so is it a certification, or is it like a chip, a specific
Yeah,
chip?
they exist. It's a design. It's a
Okay.
standard, and there are
Okay.
already existing chips.
So
available.
as long as Debian can run on it, why you know host, and you can base this on it as well, because this runs literally on Debian. It's a very thin layer that you just add. Most of the applications, they are just like web based, so you don't need much more than Debian and Nginx and all the things to run on it. So yes.
Isn't it dangerous to store the data on an SD card?
So is it dangerous to store the data on SD card? It is fairly dangerous. Yes, it's much more dangerous for your data than Google servers. That's for sure. That's also why we're trying to improve the backup system, because you might want to back up here and there, like to your friends or other internet cubes. But also, you can plug a hard drive on it. So if you don't trust your SD card, if it's not that reliable, then
A RAID would be a good idea.
sorry, what?
A RAID would be a better.
A RAID.
RAID 2 disks.
Oh yeah, a red discs. Yeah, red discs could be a good thing. You cannot plug 2 discs on this one. Sorry.
Can I get a multiplexing?
You can?
Yeah, we did it.
Okay, so confirmed. It worked to have like multiple discs on it. But yeah. All right. I think this is it. Oh.
What kind of Wi-Fi version do you support?
What kind of Wi-Fi version are we supporting? I guess like everything that runs on this one, which should be N. Yeah, there's written N, so it's NBG, I guess. Yeah. That's it. All right. Thank you very much.